everybody, it's finally here. It's the weekend, and I'm really pleased to see the weekend. I don't know about you, but I've had a really tough week at work, but really pleased to be back on here and saying hello to all you lovely people. So I am Catherine. I am Stitches from the Sofa. This is my third YouTube video, starting to get the hang of it now, and first of all, what I want to really say is thank you so much to everybody who's engaged with me so far. The views, the likes, the subscribes, but really the comments below as well have been fantastic, so I'm really grateful for all of those. So please keep them coming, and I hope you continue to enjoy me sharing my fantastic sewing fun and games. So this is now my first ever hashtag Friday Sews. So I'm looking forward to being part of that big community as well. For all you sewing people out there, I'm sure you're aware, this is a big hashtag out on a Friday, and there are so many fantastic vloggers out there on a Friday. I love searching through the Friday Sews. So I'm happy to be part one of them, or a part one of them. It's Friday. I'm losing the will to be able to speak. So what have I managed this week? Well, as one of the makes that I showed in my previous video vlog is the pearl cardigan. So as a reminder, here it is, Tilly and the Buttons pearl cardigan, wrap style top cardigan. And as I said in my vlog last week, I was going to use this fantastic navy rib knit jersey with this white stripe to create a really classic version of it, and I'm going to attempt to pop a video of, or a photo of myself in, and so hopefully it'll pop up now as I insert that to show you the full view of it. I'm really pleased with it overall. The sew itself and the pattern itself and the instructions are fantastic. It's easy, not, you know, so easy to follow as most of the Tilly and the Buttons patterns are. I did make a few adjustments, so I'll go through that in a minute, but my sewing of this was not as an easy journey as it should have been. Nothing to do with the pattern, all to do with me. So this is definitely a sewing in thirds. So first third is that I made up the bodice element, so the two fronts and the back, and this beautiful edge that's added on, neckband, and that was one evening's work, and that went smoothly, beautifully. It was a lovely sew, really relaxed, really enjoyed it. Even took the opportunity to put a little top stitch to put it down so it sits beautifully flat, and was really pleased with it. Really looking forward to getting to that point where it was, you know, almost finished. So the second evening I then did the additional sleeves, and as I said previously, I didn't have enough fabric to do the full length sleeve, but I did have enough to do more than just a short sleeve, and I wanted something longer, so I wanted to see whether the 3/4 would work. I think I really like it, actually. It gives a bit of shape to the sleeve, sits beautifully, fits perfectly around my arm. It's actually a really nice level, so I'm really pleased with that, and they went in no trouble at all, really beautiful. Then I did the first waist high, so I did the long version of the waist high. And again, not a problem, simple fold over tube, stitch up, turn inside out, iron it flat, perfect. Went to do the second one, and my overlocker decided it was hungry and ate it. This happens occasionally. I'm sure all of you who own overlockers have known that overlockers now and again like to have a snack mid-project, and this one ate my other tie. And of course, I had no other fabric left because I had such limited fabric to this, which is why I couldn't pattern match it. I couldn't do the longer sleeves. I had to then dig around in my stash of fabric to try and find a remnant or a piece of any navy type jersey that I could get away with to add on as the short tie. And this is what I found. So it's a slightly different colour, but as a short tie that then ties up with the other one, it gets lost quite happily in the bow, and I think I get away with it. So I was really, really pleased about that. At that point, I decided, time to put the tools down, go to bed. On Wednesday night, husband was away, kids were in bed, decided to do a bit of sewing. I thought I'd finish it off, get the hemband on, tie the two things, job's a good one. Yeah, I don't know what was going on that night, whether I was tired, I was just having sewing, I don't know, memory loss. It lost the ability to actually sew in a straight line, but whatever it was, I just messed up the hemband trying to get it the right way round while I was following the instructions. So much so that I then had to construct the hemband in my own way. I'm sure, again, many of you have had this where it hasn't quite gone to plan and you've ended up cobbling it together. However, quite pleased that I cobbled it together in a way that ended up looking exactly like how it's supposed to finish at the end. And I'm really happy with it. So again, you'll see from the picture, I put a couple up that how it fits. A couple of fitting issues. So I talked about before that I cut a 9, so I tilly in the buttons 9 on the top, but then graded out to a 11 and then out to a 12 for the waist. Actually, I'm really pleased how it fits round here. I think on the shoulders and on the neck here and this bit here feels good. Feels really good. And I'm really pleased I did size down, because I can't imagine, there's still some give in there. And I can't imagine that if I'd cut it all as an 11 grading to a 12, just how baggy and unfitted and how long that would be. So first of all, I'm pleased with that. However, I do have a lot of excess fabric here and on this side. So although this sits beautifully across here, at the sides, although it looks fine and will still be a completely wearable piece of garment, I think I could definitely get around down with sizing down, or even sizing down another size, and sort of just bringing that in a little bit for a bit more shape. So my next time I make this, of which I will, because I think it's a fantastic pattern, I love how it looks, I am definitely going to size down, I think, and see how that looks. The other thing I've noticed, and you'll see on the pictures, is it's very cropped. Now again, I don't really have a problem it being a cropped top to the point of should sit on your hips, because as a slightly curvier lady, I am trying to, especially this year, embrace my belly. You know, it's there, but it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And I don't want to be afraid to wear trousers where it shows and wear beautiful garments that I make, like a crossover style cardigan, that is going to show my belly. So I want to embrace that massively. But this is cropped to the point where it rises up too much. It's about an inch and a half too short for my liking. So again, if I made this, again, which again, like I said, I definitely will, I'm actually going to add a good inch and a half to the bodice, and lengthen, so that it sits a bit more comfortably just over the waistband of my trousers, and I'm not constantly having that issue of it riding up, which is uncomfortable. However, I have worn it with a top underneath tucked into my trousers, and therefore when it did ride up, didn't feel too much of the cold air on the skin. But I quite like the idea that you can wear this without anything underneath it as well as a top. You know, it's got beautiful coverage. So it would be nice to make it where you don't have to put anything underneath it. So overall, as a first make of January, really like the pattern, really like the style and how it looks. I will pop up the sizes. I'll pop up a picture to show the sizes, so if you want to pause this video and go back and have a look, you can do that. And yeah, I will be making more of these, just tweaking the pattern a bit, taking it down a size, maybe 2, and definitely adding that extra 1.5 inches to the length of the bodice. But yeah, so I hope you like it. Really be interested in your thoughts of what you think about it. Some different ways to style it. Like I say, I've got it with jeans in the photo and on today. Quite like the idea of it with a nice floaty skirt or over the top of a dress. I think being navy and white in this very classic style lends itself to be really quite versatile and quite a staple in the wardrobe for many, many seasons. I think, you know, in the winter for a layering piece over a dress or a shirt or a top underneath. And then as it warms up on its own, and in the summer as a light layer, possibly in the evenings as it cools down. So I think it's got multi-purpose throughout the year. So yeah, and I'd love to hear if any of you have made it and your thoughts and whether you've had to make the same adjustments or, you know, sized up or down, and whether changing different types of jersey pattern has, jersey fabric, sorry, has made a difference. So this is obviously a really lovely rib knit. It's got a lot of stretch, good recovery, but a lot of stretch, and quite floaty as well. It's quite a thin material, very beautiful. I'm wondering what the effect will be with something heavier like a Ponte Roma, sorry, or or maybe even attempting to make a thicker version out of a terry jersey or like a fleece jersey. So all really, I mean, there's so many options. I think with this you could do all sorts of things with it. But yes, I think it's gonna be one of those that I'm gonna make lots of versions of but experiment with, and it'll be interesting to see. But I'd love to hear your thoughts and your experiences with this pattern if you've made it. So that is what I've been sewing this week. I've had lots of interaction around the Maeve skirt, which I also showed as part of my January shopping my stash vlog. And I think that's going to be my next make this week, is the Maeve. I think I'm going to look at seeing how much I can get done over this weekend and then into next week. And then hopefully have that to show you on next week's Friday. But also possibly if that goes well and is a reasonably quick make, I then might start into one of the other makes that I showed you. So whether I have a go at the trousers or into the March dress, which I'm really excited about. So yes, I think the Maeve is going to be next. So let me know your thoughts on the Maeve, if anybody's made it, any hints and tips, or what you'd like to know about it, the making process for next time. I'd love to know. So I apologise again that I'm in my bedroom. It's Friday evening, everybody's home, everybody's downstairs, so I can't record down there. Hopefully next video I will attempt to do it, even if it's just a quick one to say this is my sewing space. If anybody would like to see that, please let me know. And I thought I'd just share some non-sewing happy post. I don't know about you, but it's lovely to get a bit of happy post on a Friday. So this is from a fantastic jewelry artist or makes earrings artist called Sapphire Frills. And just after Christmas, she had one of her sort of mystery box sales where you can either choose a theme or it's truly a mystery, like, you know, just a variety of the earrings that she's made throughout the year. And they're packaged up and they come to you as a surprise. And so I chose the Nature mystery box, and in my Nature one I have got these beautiful silvery stars, little white dot in the middle. I've got these absolutely gorgeous little sort of flowery stars with these fantastic pops of really bright colour. Love those. These beautiful iridescent green butterflies. Look at the sparkle on that. And what I love about this is then thinking about all the things I'm making, on which makes I'm going to put them with, and how to wear them and style them. So it's fantastic. These are just like a heart shape with like a leopard leafy coloured pattern on half of them. I think they're gorgeous. And then these are so much fun. I just think these are fabulous. So a couple of really bright, sparkly peaches. Excellent stuff. So that was the nature box. And then in the variety mix, just like a general mystery bundle, I have got these fantastic, like, I think they're sort of like shell halves, or I don't know, they're beautiful, gold, sparkly, with a tiny little bit of yellow on them. Really lovely. These beautiful, beautiful mermaid tails that are, look at that iridescent sparkle. Aren't they lovely? I've got these little stars. Look at the shine on them. Aren't they lovely? Green is my favourite colour as well. And then these beautiful, really delicate blue drops. So yeah, I'm really excited because I get to then play around with the things that I've made and see what outfits they match to. Generally find that really exciting. That's it really from me today in terms of the Friday sews and what I've made. If you have any more questions around the pearl wrap top cardigan, pop them in the comment section. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Again, really love to know your experiences and opinions with this pattern, and again with the Maeve skirt that I'm looking to start this weekend and into next week. Please let me know if you'd like me to do a very short video around my sewing space and how I wear and sew and what little bits and pieces I've got around me. That'd be great to show you. And I really look forward to coming back on again next week and showing you the progress I'm making against my January makes. I'm also expecting some fabric at some point soon from Rainbow Fabrics. So if that turns up this week, I may get an opportunity to do a little fabric haul quick video to show you what they are and what I have planned for them, because I've bought this material specifically for a couple of specific projects, patterns. And I'm also treated myself to my first ever dream wardrobe box from Fabric Godmother. So I have had the So Hayley Jane box subscription box before, but I've stopped having that one for a little while, and I thought I would give this one a try and see how we get on. So if that also turns up this week, maybe the following week, I'll look to do some kind of unboxing video with you and we'll open it together and see what's in there, which will be really exciting. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. And for those of you who are out there wanting to get some sewing done, I hope you get some sewing done and some enjoyment out of what you're making. Please follow me on Instagram, Stitches from the Sofa, but also if you like what you see here, as it were, please put a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and put a comment in the bottom if there's anything you'd really like to see from me or hear from me, or if you just generally liked what I've talked about today. You take care, have a fantastic weekend, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye bye.